All right, this is part two, Ivan. This is a sick video. Yeah, Ivan, you're really considering building that theater chain, eh? Yeah, but there's a high chance I might not build it, man. I'm just speaking hypothetically here. Because if I make like only 16 billion bucks, I'm not gonna touch the theaters. I'm just gonna release my movie on 4K Blu-ray on Amazon, and me and Vijay will make our billions anyways. It's easier for us. Amazon, we don't have to worry. Don't talk about Ivan. Like just release it on Amazon. Amazon will handle all that crazy dirty work for you. You know what I'm saying? If you build your own theater chain, you're gonna have to hire like all these employees. It's crazy. Yeah, John, don't worry about it. Yeah, George, don't worry. I'm gonna hire managers to run each theater, each movie theater, pay them a nice 100K, and you hire employees. You pay them $15 an hour to work at the theaters. It's a good paycheck. And the supervisors, you pay them a nice 17 an hour, 16. So I'll tell the managers, hey, if someone gets promoted to supervisor, pay him 16, 16.50, 17, 17.50 an hour. Don't go any higher than 17.50 for the supervisors. That's the highest amount they're ever gonna make. They don't make any more than that. You know what I'm saying? If you make 17 now, that's a pretty good paycheck. You're making a nice like 36,000 a year for yourself. 36, 38, 37, 37,000 a year. That's a pretty good paycheck for a supervisor. And the managers at the theaters, you pay them 100K. Hire managers who have experience at working at managing theater chains. You hire the managers to run the place. They're the ones responsible for hiring all the employees, making sure they got their salaries. Obviously, I'm also gonna have to hire accountants to handle all the. My accountant will oversee. My accountant will be the boss over all those guys, obviously, but he'll oversee all of it. He'll keep track of Ivan. This is how much money you made off your ticket sales, and your food concessions. You see what I'm saying? But I'll have other managers who are going to handle all the accounting for each theater. Hire managers to handle all the accounting for each division: the Canadian division, American division, European division, Chinese division, Japanese division. You know what I'm saying? New Zealand division, Australian division, Indian division. You know what I'm saying? Mexican division. Yeah. You hire accountants to see that, but I'll have my accountant oversee all those guys. He's the boss over all those guys. My 7 team were the boss over everyone in my company, even all the guys who run. And I'll hire CEOs to run like the divisions. Pay them a nice like $50,000 a year salary or something like that to run the divisions. Hire CEOs who have experience. Hire people who have experience running theater chains. Don't just hire some random guy. No, hire people who have experience running theater chains, who have experience, and the people are going to interview them. Obviously, the people are going to interview them, and what? And you hire them, pay them a good $1,750,000 salary, $750,000 a year salary, $700,000 salary is good enough to be the CEO. So you can have a CEO of or you can have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni run all that if you want, but it's just more work for them. You see what I'm saying? I'll have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni oversee it. I'll have them oversee it, but you need people to run it for them on their behalf. They can't handle all that. It's too much. You have to hire like managers and CEOs to run it, and Jon Favreau will oversee all that. Just like Bob Chapek. He oversees Disney, obviously, but he's not doing all that dirty work. No, we ask people under him who run divisions. You see what I'm saying? Am I right, Bob? Yeah, Ivan, you're right. Yeah, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah. Let's talk about my 17. I'll talk more about this theater chain topic. Ivan, I love it. Ivan, you're really thinking of building your... Ivan, I'm excited. Yeah, you guys are probably saying, holy shit, Ivan, if you build that theater chain, fuck, I'm going to be excited to watch your movie, man. Yeah, the whole thing will be booked, man, like from what? What I'll do is I'll open the theater early. I'll open the theater at 9 in the morning to 12 midnight. 12, even 1 o'clock in the morning. That way, you give more room. You have more breathing room for the what? For the theater sessions, right? The theater seating, obviously. And if you want to have 1 billion people fit in your 2,000 theaters, you have to build like big theaters. Big theaters, like a theater that has like, hey, how much rooms do you want to have? I want to have a good 16 rooms, 16 theater rooms that fit a good 250, 300 people. 300 people. That way you have room because you're looking at the whole thing will be packed, man. Booked all day, like morning. You know what I'm saying? Noon, afternoon, evening, night, and midnight. Yeah, something crazy. Early morning. Yeah, something crazy, man. Obviously. And what I'll do is I will what? Once all the theaters, if I end up building that theater chain, I'm going to make the announcement on my website, obviously. I'm gonna have my web designer write down the announcement, and he's gonna list all the theater chains. He's gonna this. I have the keys. You guys will know. Ivan and Vij are gonna build their Sky Source, their Sky Max Theater, their Sky Max Entertainment Theater, Sky Max Entertainment Theater chain, and it's gonna list all the cities I'm gonna have them list all the cities that where all the theaters are gonna be built. That way you guys know. But I have the keys. You guys will know, right? You'll know where it's built. I have the keys. I'm gonna build it in every major city in America and some of the pretty major ones. Every major city in Canada. That way, everyone can watch it. Because most smaller towns and pretty smaller cities are probably a good an hour, 2 hours, 3 hour drive, 4 hour drive from a major city, right? And people will gladly drive 4 hours to see my movies. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. This will be crazy, man. I'm gonna have nice food at my theaters, you know what I'm saying? My nice hot dogs, nice popcorn. You enjoy the show, man, yeah. Let's talk about my 17. So, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are most likely my two top candidates, obviously. I'll pay Jon his $34 million signing bonus. He'll call me, Ivan, how much do you want to pay me, Ivan? Okay, Jon, I'll pay you $34 million signing bonus. And I'll pay you your $6.8 million yearly salary and your $3.5 million yearly salary, your $250,000 bonus after film is completed, and I'll give you 0.01% of the ticket sale profits for the three volumes of Zanus. And so if I do $20 million, Jon Favreau will make like his, I don't know, he'll make his like $3 million, whatever it is, $2 million. He'll make a good like $6-7 million in royalties for the tickets. That's a good paycheck for him. That's a nice bonus for him. If you think I'm gonna pay you like $40 million, John, you're crazy. I'm not gonna pay you 0.07. No. Or are they giving you 0.2% of the 4K Blu-ray box office? You're gonna make your $100 million. That's good enough. I'm not paying you. You're what? If you think I'm gonna pay you like $100 million of my money, you're crazy. I'm not giving you that. You might get greedy. Ivan, what about 0.1% of this? I'm like, no, John. I'm paying you enough money. You're making your $100 million off the 4K Blu-ray movie box office sales. And I'm giving you a good, $7 million in royalties. That's nice. It's more than enough money, John. Like, you're not even worth my royalties, John. I'm nice to give you a small piece of this. Ivan, I'm not getting a piece of it. Fine, I'll give you, because you're my CEO, I'll give you 0.01 of something, a small, tiny piece of it. A nice little bonus for yourself. A nice $7 million. And Dave Filoni, I'll give him John, I'll give him 0.02. No, John, I'll give him 0.01. Dave Filoni, I'll give him 0.01 too. They'll both make their nice $6-7 million in roll. That's a good paycheck for them. Millions in your bank, a nice $4 million in your bank. That's a good paycheck. And you get your nice, $40-50 million in royalties, and John gets his $100 million in royalties. That's a good paycheck for them. And you get your bonus, and that's my deal. Obviously. And I'm willing to give all the other candidates the same deal as Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Different amount, obviously, different amount of money, but the same structure of the deal. Give them 0.1. You know what I'm saying? You give them a small, tiny piece of the ticket sales. 0.01. And Peter Jackson, I'll give him 0.02 if he's chosen. You might get greedy. Ivan, his agent might agree. Ivan, what about the ticket sales? Are you going to give Peter a piece of that? I'm like, no, I'm not giving Peter a piece of ticket sales. I'll give him something, but I'm going to give him a tiny piece. I'm going to give him 0.02. Peter Jackson will make a nice $5 million in royalties around there. 4 million, 5 million. He'll make a nice, $12 million in royalties for the ticket sales. Good paycheck for Peter. And he gets his $350 million for the 4K Blu-ray box office sold on Amazon. That's it. I'm not giving him any more than that, man. That's more than enough money. If he gets greedy, trust me, Peter, I know that feeling. You smell blood in the water. You want to make as much as you can. I'm not going to let you do him like that, man. That's why Peter Jackson told me, why don't you release the 4K Blu-rays year by year? You know what I'm saying? Why don't you release the 4K Blu-ray separately, Ivan? After Volume 1 gets released, you release on 4K on Amazon. I'm like, Peter, I know why you want me to do this. You want to make more money. Yeah, I don't want more money. Yes. Yeah, but Ivan, even if I make $50 million, it's not a big deal. It's pocket change for how much you and VJ are making. You guys are going to make your tens of billions. You guys are going to make like your 80, 90, $100 billion dollars, and you're fucking making a big deal over $1 billion, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, if you were in my shoes, you wouldn't even give me $1 billion of your money. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, you're right. Yes. If you were in my shoes, Peter, you wouldn't give me $1 billion of your money. You would take it all for yourself. Yeah, I take it all for myself. The fact that you made your $250 million, Peter, and you didn't give a piece of your money to the actors, that's how I know you're a greedy shark. You took New Line to court, obviously, when you made all that money. You deserve the money, obviously, but he took them to court after you made all that money. That's why I know Peter was a greedy shark. Peter, if you were in my shoes, you wouldn't even give me $1 billion of your money. You never, I'll never do that. Yeah, I'd give you maybe like 15 million or something like that. Yes, you wouldn't give me $1 billion of your money, man. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving you $350 million of my fucking money. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but I'm fucking greedy, man. I want a nice, like, $900 million of that. Yeah, I know, Peter. You smell blood in the water. You want to make as much as you can. I'm not going to let you do like that, man. I'm not going to let Peter Jackson do like that. Hence why I'm not releasing Zanus, the Zanus 4K Blu-ray movies on Amazon separately. No, I'm going to release it all in one box set. Which, for the Great Escape, I don't have to worry about that because it's just one movie. I'll release it on theaters for 6-7 months. And I release it direct to 4K Blu-ray on Amazon, and Keanu Reeves all of them get their royalties for the 4K Blu-ray sold on Amazon. But they don't get a dime off the ticket sales. The ticket sales all goes to me and VJ, man. The reason why I'm not getting a piece of profit for ticket sales is because I don't want them duping me. At the same time, I have a lot of overhead costs. I have to pay all my employees their salary. You're looking at, I don't know, 80,000, 70, 100,000 employees. You have to pay them you have to pay them their salary, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you have to pay them, obviously. So that's my deal for Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. Obviously, for my friends, Ace movie. And for the Great Escape movie, it's the same thing. You give them a small piece of profits for the ticket sales, a nice 0.01. It's a nice paycheck. They're going to make their nice, I don't know, $7 million in roll. That's a good paycheck for them. Pay them something that way they're motivated, and you give them a nice 0.2 or 0.1% of the profits for the 4K Blu-ray sales. The reason why I'm giving Jon Favreau and them a piece of profits for 4K Blu-ray sales is because there's more money to be made in 4K Blu-ray than theater ticket sales. If I give Jon Favreau a piece of profits for ticket sales instead of the 4K Blu-ray, he might get angry because he won't make as much money. He'll only make like his $30 million. $35 million, John, he'll make. He'll make a lot, but he won't make the kind of money he's making for the 4K Blu-ray. Because 4K Blu-ray, there's way more profit to be made. Because I'm pricing my 4K Blu-ray for $100. Whereas the theater tickets they're all cheap. It's $17.50. It's cheaper. The profit margin is not as high. That's why I'm giving all the actors a piece of the 4K Blu-ray box office profits, not the. I'm gonna write it down. You get a piece of the you get 0.01, 0.02, 0.1, 0.2% of the 4K Blu-ray box office. Don't say ticket sales. No, don't say box office in general. No, otherwise they can dupe you. Hey, you said box office. We deserve a piece of profits for both of us. No, say 4K Blu-ray box office profits. That way the actors don't dupe you and they don't and that way you're make it clear to the actors you're getting a piece of the profits for the 4K Blu-ray sales on Amazon, not the ticket sales. You're not getting a dime on ticket sales. You're not worth it, man. They're not worth it. See what I'm saying? Yeah. By the way, John, you know what I'm saying. By the way, John, I hired Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni. I fly into my office, they sign our contract, and I show Jon and Favreau Dave Filoni my plan, the architectural design of my studio office, my special unit building, my nice property of land like Gran Turismo. Ivan, that's your land. That's fucking nice. Like Gran Turismo, Ivan, that's beautiful. Yeah, this is where you're gonna be working, John. You know what I'm saying? By the way, John, I'm gonna be building my own theater chain. Really, Ivan? Yeah. I'm gonna build my own theater chain, and you guys are gonna oversee something. Are gonna oversee it. You guys won't do that. You guys, Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni won't be doing it. Pretty much no work. They won't be doing much work for the theater chain. I'll hire the managers and CEOs to take care of that, but they're going to oversee them, keep tabs on them. Okay, I want you guys keeping tabs on all the people running the theater chain. You're the boss over all of them, guys. Like John and Dave, you're the boss of my company. You're overseeing all this. And Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni going to be boss. Holy shit. Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni are boss, man. They're running like the whole thing, Ivan's whole company. Yeah. On Ivan's behalf. Yeah, man. Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna build this theater, this IMAX theater building. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, IMAX theater. I'm like, yeah, Ivan, you're looking at an unheard of experience for your movie, yeah. And afterwards, I'm releasing it on 4K Blu-ray on Amazon. Holy shit, Ivan, yeah. Yeah, so for Peter Jackson, there's a high chance I might be choosing him over Mel Gibson. I'm just being honest here because he did Lord of the Rings, and he's most likely the better man for the job in a way because he did Lord of the Rings. And Lord of the Rings is a better movie than Passion of Christ. So I might choose Mel Gibson. You never know. So I'll pay Peter his $85 million to direct, executive produce, and direct, executive produce, and direct, executive produce, and what? Direct, executive produce, and co-write my movie. I'll pay him his $85 million. It's a good paycheck for Peter, obviously. And I'll give him his $60,000 worth of commercial money. And I'll give him a $2,000 gift card, $300 gas, and I'll give him 0.6% of the 4K Blu-ray profits and 0.02% of the ticket sales, which is he'll make a good, like, I don't know, 15, 20 million in royalties, Peter Jackson, around there, right? 0.02%, he'll make around maybe 4 million, 5 million. Yeah, he'll make about 15 million in royalties, Peter Jackson. Okay, Peter, I'll give you a nice 15 million bucks in royalties for the tickets. If you think I'm going to give you like 40, 50, 60 million dollars in royalties, Peter, you're crazy. I'm not going to do it like that, man. I'm going to give you like 50 million bucks. I'll give you, Ivan, am I going to get a piece of that, Ivan, of the ticket sales? Okay, fine, I'll give you a nice 0.02. Ivan, only 0.02. I'm like, Peter, I'm already giving you $350 million of my money, perhaps even $400 million you might make off the movie. I'm giving you a nice, like, 350, man, $350 million in royalties. $380 million in royalties, excluding your what? Your $100 million salary. It's a good enough paycheck. You're making your nice, like, $450 million, Peter. $475 million. It's more than enough money. This is more what CEOs make in Hollywood, Peter. You're being greedy, man. I'm not going to, if you think I'm going to give you like 0.6% of the ticket sales, you're fucking crazy. I'm not going to have you walk away with like $80 million of my money. No, man. I'm already giving you $350 million of my money. That's good enough. I'll give you a nice piece of it, Peter. I'll give you 15 million bucks. It's good enough for Peter. It's a good paycheck for him. Oh, it's a deal. Yeah, it's a good deal. You know what I'm saying? And that's my deal for Peter. Mel Gibson, I'll pay him $56 million. I'll give him 0.5, and I'll give him 0.02% of the ticket sales too. But I'm not Peter. Peter will be like, Ivan, why don't you release your Blu-ray separately, Ivan? Your volume separately. You'll make more money, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, I know why you want me to do this. You want to make your $1 billion movie. I'm not gonna just do it like that, man. But Ivan, you're gonna make more money, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, I'm already making more enough money. I don't need any more money. It's good enough. There's a saying in this world, how much money is enough. I'm making more enough money. You see what I'm saying? Ivan, you just lost out. You just lost out on an extra like $40 billion of money, Ivan. Peter, I know why you're doing this. You want to make a nice $1 billion for my movie. I'm not going to let you do it like that, man. You think I'm going to let you take away with $1 billion of my money? You're crazy. As you wouldn't give me $1 billion of your money. Yeah, Ivan, I'll keep all the money. Yes, I'm giving you $350 million of my money, perhaps even more. If Peter makes $350 million, in royalties in New Zealand money, that's like $370. Peter Jackson made his like $500 million. So I'm already overpaying him, man. He might even make even $500 million, Peter, for my movie. I'm paying him more enough money. I'm not going any higher than that. It's good enough, Peter. As I'm not going to just do it like that, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving you the perks. You're going to be partying off the Bergerac Resort, the luxury, the hotel party, 2D luxury hotel party, the luxury hotel, the Bergerac Resort, and you're invited to my premiere at my private IMAX screening in Switzerland. Yeah, I'll give you a good fucking deal. Oh yeah, by the way, Peter, I have some news for you. Ivan, what's the news? Ivan, how are you going to distribute your movie, by the way? Yeah, Peter, I'm going to release it on theaters first, and then I'm going to release it on 4K Blu-ray on Amazon. He's like 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, like, Ivan, you're releasing on theaters. How are you going to do that? You know what I'm saying? You didn't sell. I'm like, yeah, Peter, me and Vijay are building our own chain. I'm like, Ivan, you're building your own chain? I'm like, yeah, Peter, I'm building my chain. Ivan, what kind of theater are you building? You know what I'm saying? Are you building like an independent small theater or a big one? No, Peter, a big one. A big one like Cinemark, Cineplex, and AMC in America. Ivan, what kind of technology? I don't know, Peter. IMAX theater screens. Like, IMAX? Holy shit, Ivan, you're looking at an advanced experience. Yeah, you're looking at an unheard of experience. IMAX projector screening, yeah. With Dolby speakers, yeah, man. Nice chairs, nice comfortable chairs, yeah, man. He's like, holy shit, Ivan. You're building your own theater ship? I'm like, yeah, Peter. What you think, Ivan, like, you're gonna make a lot of money off your movie, Ivan. Your movie's gonna have crazier buzz. Like, your movie will have crazy buzz if it's on 4K Blu-ray, but man, if you release it to theaters, you're looking at an unheard of experience, Ivan. A movie like you envision a movie, yeah, Peter, you're looking at something crazy, you know what I'm saying? Ivan, how much did that cost you? Ivan, how much theaters are you building? I don't know, Peter, I'm building 2,000 theaters. 2,000 theaters, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, Peter, worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Ivan, that must have cost you billions. I'm like, yeah, it cost me and VJ a good like 10, 11 million of my money. He's like, Ivan, you're crazy. I'll never do that. I'm like, Peter, I'll make my money back. Yeah, Ivan, I'll make a good, I don't know, 18, 20 million dollars off each of my volumes. I'm going to make probably a good, I don't know, $50 billion around there off my ticket sales. $40 billion off my ticket sales. I'll make my money back. I don't know, I'll make my nice $35 billion off my ticket sales for my 3 volumes. I made my $10 billion back, and I'm also going to make my billions off my 4K Blu-ray movies and my merch. See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah, so that's my deal for Peter. If he gets greedy and he wants more money, I'm like, Peter, if his agent be like, Ivan, what about the ticket sales? If you're building on theory, you're gonna get Peter a piece of the ticket sales box office. I'm like, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna give him any more than 0.02%. That's good enough. He's gonna make a good, like, I don't know, 12, $15 million in royalties. That's good enough for Peter. That's millions in his bank. $15 million in Canadian money is like 19, almost $20 million in America, in New Zealand money. Peter Jackson's going to walk away with like $12 million in his bank for the tickets. That's good enough. And he gets his rich like $380 million in royalties, excluding his $100 million salary. That's a good deal for Peter. And he gets the perks. That's my deal. If he doesn't, then he gets his $2 million for the releases. That's my deal. He gets his $2 million for the releases of all my releases of my 4K Blu-ray movies. Special effects, everything. He gets $2 million for all that. That's a good deal for Peter. He'll be like, oh, Ivan, it's a deal. That's a good deal, Ivan. I mean, yeah, you're going to make your nice, I don't know, 450, 400, even $500 million for my movie. $500 million is even me pushing it. But now, if I end up starting that theory chain, I don't mind Peter taking home $500 million. If he makes $380 million of his royalty, it's not that big of a deal. He'll make his like $500 million with his ticket sale profits too. Ticket sale royalty profits too. You see what I'm saying? I choose to say, yeah. What I'm making saying is the only way I'm going to build my theory chain is if I make like 30 billion plus, 28 billion plus, 27, 28, 29, 30 billion. If I make that, I can easily me and VJ can easily take 10 billion of our money and build that theory chain. Build a good 2,000 theaters around the world. And to get it accomplished in 4.5 years, you're going to have to hire. It'll take a good year to build each theater. To build one theater, obviously. So as long as you have like a lot of construction crewmen building one theater, you'll get it. You'll be able to build all your 2,000 theaters in 4.5 years. You have to have all the construction crewmen building all the theater chains simultaneously. You can't be doing a thing where you start in Canada. No. Look, I want you guys building all the theater chains in all the cities, all these major cities around the world simultaneously at the same time. That's the only way you'll be able to have everything prepared for the premiere. For the premiere of the volume 1 of Zaners. Looks like crazy worldwide buzz. Yeah, man. The premiere. If you think Star Wars has crazy, people are going to be sleeping. People are going to be camping near the theaters to see my movie at midnight, man. You know what I'm saying? It looks something crazy. Yeah, to see the premieres, look at something crazy. People in America, they're going to be driving like an hour or 2 hours away just to see my movie. They're going to be camping out. Because they did that for Star Wars The Phantom Menace when it came out in 1999. And my movie will have crazier buzz than even Star Wars, man. Because I'm fucking God. Me and VJ are God. My movie will have crazy. Like even if I end up taking the route of 4K Blu-ray only on Amazon, it's still gonna have crazy buzz. But like it's not gonna have a kind of buzz if it's released at the theaters, man. If it's released at the theaters, looking at crazy buzz, everyone's gonna be lined up. You're looking at a crazy line. Everyone's lined up. They all buy their popcorn. They buy their, oh my God, the movie's out, and they all buy their popcorn. And what I'm gonna do for the previews. What I'm gonna do for the previews, I'm gonna have my doc team film interviews of me and the actors, commercials, and have have that play for the previews before my movie starts, and you play the Volume 2 preview trailer. I'll play the Volume 2 preview trailer before Volume 1 starts. That way it builds buzz, and I'll have like interviews with the actors. You can do that for the previews to keep the fans entertained. You can do that, commercials, that kind of stuff. They do that in theaters sometimes. Yeah, do some of that to keep the fans entertained. Have a good like 8-7 minutes of previews of commercials, interviews with Peter Jackson, all stuff. They interview him. You know what I'm saying? He talks about the movie. You know what I'm saying? And you have video interviews, and you have writing interviews. And you see all that display on the screen. It builds buzz for the movie. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's been crazy. Yeah. Because my theater chain is an independent. It's funny. My independent. My Sky Max Theater. My Sky Max Entertainment Theater. Obviously, I'm gonna call it Sky Max Entertainment Theater. Obviously, my Sky Max Entertainment Theater will be what? Will be independent from the big theater chains that Hollywood uses for the movies, but it'll be bigger than all those theater chains because it's IMAX screening. Obviously, I'm gonna put like $5 million towards the theater chains. It'll cost me about $5 million each to build each movie theater, so it's fucking expensive. And I'm gonna put out an ad. I'm gonna have the managers. Okay, I want you guys putting out an ad for employees. Pay the employees a minimum of tell them. Pay the employees a minimum of $15 an hour. And they don't get any raises. I don't know, in a good 10 years, I might raise it to maybe $15.50 maybe. But like $15 is good enough, man. Like $15 is a nice minimum wage salary for an employee, man. For a student, you know what I'm saying? Even for a guy who lives in an apartment, it's a pretty nice paycheck. And if you're a supervisor and you're making $17 an hour, that's a nice paycheck. You're making a nice like $36,000 for yourself. You can rent your nice apartment. You can feed your family with that kind of money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's a good paycheck, obviously. And the managers, you pay them a nice $100K. The ones who are the boss of that theater, you pay them the $100K. Good paycheck for them. Hire managers who have experience running theaters. Don't hire these people who don't have experience. No, hire people who have experience. The employees, anyone can work there because it's minimum wage. Obviously, anyone can work there. The people who see the tickets, the people who serve the what, who serve all the people, serve all the customers at the food concessions, and you know what I'm saying, those people, you pay them their $15 an hour, and if they get promoted to supervisor, you can pay them 16. You can pay them. Hey, if they get promoted to supervisor, you can pay them 16. Pay them 16 plus an hour. 16, 16.50, 16.25, 16.75, 17 an hour. And don't go any higher than $17.50 for the supervisors. That's the cap. Do not pay them any more than that. See what I'm saying? As they're not worth any more than that. They're fucking theater supervisors. See what I'm saying? Do not pay them any more than that, obviously. This is only if I make like $30 billion in my book, guys. If I make 17, 15 billion, 14 billion in my book, I'm not going to touch the theaters. I'm just going to fund the movie with my $95 million, and I'm going to release it directly before it goes on Amazon. And chances are, even if I make money off my Zane's movie, I will not do that. I will not build my theater chain. I'll just stick to Fork on Amazon. The only way I'll consider sticking to Fork on Amazon is if I make like $30 billion off my book. I have that excitement, obviously. If I make less, like 20 billion... Even if I make 20 billion, I'm not going to invest 10 billion. That's half my money gone. I'm not going to do that, man. That's a lot of money. I'm not going to do that. It's only if I make like 27 plus billion off my book, I will consider taking 10 billion of my money. I'm going to build that 2,000 theaters worldwide around the world. An IMAX private screening room. And me and VJ are going to be so boss. Peter will be like, Ivan, like, you own all this? I'm like, yeah, Peter. In other words, once you guys, if I build that theater chain, once you guys, once the movie gets released in a week, all you guys around America, Canada, Europe, you're going to drive by my theater. Holy shit, this theater is nice. You know what I'm saying? You have the opening of the theater, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And I know I do the opening of the theater in Vancouver. I'll do the opening day of the theater in Vancouver because I live there, obviously. For the other cities, I'm not gonna fly to all these cities. No, I'll just do the opening of my theater in Vancouver. and they'll do openings. The other people do the openings in the other theaters built around the world and in all the cities, obviously. You guys are like, holy shit! This is Ivan's theater, man. This is fucking nice. This is nicer than AMC and Cineplex in Canada. Yeah, this is fucking nice. Yeah, man. This is a nice fucking Ivan. Like, you own all this? I'm like, yeah. Peter Jackson will see my Vancouver theater. You know what I'm saying? Because by time, I don't know, if I start Sky Source in 2026, my theaters should be built by the end of that year. The end of the first year, the 4 theaters built in Vancouver should be built. Yeah. And then I do the opening day at those 4 theaters. Peter's like, Ivan, this is your theater? I'm like, yeah. Peter's like, Ivan, this is fucking nice. I give Peter a tour. Peter, come with me. Take a tour to my theater. You know what I'm saying? He tours the whole theater. He's like, Ivan, this is fucking nice, man. Holy shit. You know what I'm saying? This is a nice fucking theater, Ivan. Yeah, this is like IMAX screen projector. He's like, holy shit, Ivan, you're looking at something. You're looking at Crazy Bus for your Zane's movie, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Can I get a piece of that, Ivan? I'm like, yeah, fine, Peter. I'll give you 0.02. Are you happy? Is that enough, Ivan? That's enough. Yes, I gave you a good deal. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? The reason why Peter Jackson's agent, if he knows, when I tell Peter I'm going to build my theater chain, he'll be shocked, obviously. Holy shit, Ivan. IMAX? That's fucking nice, Ivan. You know, this is better than Hollywood, yeah. You know what I'm saying? His agent will get greedy. Like, he knows I'm going to make a lot of my billions off my ticket sales, obviously. He wants a piece of that pie, Ivan. I want a nice, like, 40, 50, $60 million of that, Ivan. I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not giving you $4 million of my money. I'll give you a nice, like, $5 million and that's it. A nice, like, $15, $20 million of my money, that's it, man. I'm not giving you any more than that. Like, I'm already paying you more than enough money. You're going to make, like, your $450, you know what I'm saying, your $480 million of my fucking movie. I'm not going to pay you any more than that, man. $500 million of my movie, that's good enough. That's a good enough paycheck. You're walking away, like, I don't know, almost 240, 250, 280 million dollars in your bank after tax. That's good enough, Peter. As you're not going to make this in Hollywood. See what I'm saying? You're not going to make this in Hollywood. That's if I build a theater chain. There's a high chance I will not do that, guys. There's a high chance I'm just going to stick the Fork of Blue on Amazon. It just depends how much money I make on my book. If I make 17, 18, 20 million, I'm not going to invest money in the theater chain. I don't want to take half my money, no. Whereas if I make $30 billion, I'm only taking 1/4 of my money. Whereas if you make $20 billion, you take $10 billion of your money. That's half your money gone, man. No, don't be stupid like that. No. If I make $27 billion, I don't mind putting $10 billion. If I make $30 billion, I don't mind putting $10 billion. If I make like 20, 18, 17, 16, I'm not going to touch the theater chain. That's all my money gone. I'm just going to focus on signing that contract with Amazon. I'm not going to build that theater chain. See what I'm saying here? Yeah. Obviously. Sean McCavier.